What's crackalacking, guys? I'm a Duck Quack here, and welcome back to another episode of How Much on the channel. So the first player we're going to look at today is going to be the one to watch, Morgan Schneiderlin. Now, if you're on Xbox, you can see you can pick him up for 25,000 coins at the moment. And if you're on PlayStation, he's going for around 30 to 32,000 coins. Now, the reason that I believe he's such a good investment at the moment is because he's just crashed. Because he didn't make the team of the week like a few people were expecting, they've all panic sold and he's come right down to 26,000. Now, the good thing about him is we know his range. So before a match, he goes up to around 30 to 35,000. If he has a good chance of an inform, he easily reaches 60,000, which is over double your coins, even just from one goal, as we saw last week. Picking up this guy for this price carries minimal risk because of this. And if I'm honest, I think it might be someone that I might invest in this account pretty soon, actually. So the second player we're going to look at is going to be Niang. It's going to be his one-to-watch card. Now, the reason we're looking at this is because they've got quite an easy game coming up against Crystal Palace. So there is a chance that he could bag himself a goal, and the hype around that would massively increase his price alone. As you can see on Xbox, you can get him for about 29,000-30,000. And on PlayStation, he's about 36,000 coins at the moment. He has been a little bit cheaper, a couple of thousands cheaper midweek, but the hype alone should raise his price to about 35 here, and around 40 on PlayStation if you want to play it safe. If he was to get a team of the week, though, his price would rocket, and that's just due to one reason, that pace. He'd be a left winger with insane pace, French nationality, just like Martial. So people that love playing Martial up top could have Niang on the left wing. And he would probably go to an 82 rating, so we'd get a good stat boost all round. Again, it carries little risk because his price is fairly low for just a couple of days before the Premier League game. So the next couple players we're going to look at are going to be Premier League 84 rated players. And they're the cheapest ones that I could find. So first up, we've got Xhaka from Arsenal. He's about 2,200 coins on Xbox and about 2,500 on PlayStation. Now, if you're smart and you're bidding, you can probably pick this guy up for a couple of hundred coins less. That ensures that you don't make a loss when you come on to sell him. The big benefit of picking up either Xhaka, or I think the other cheapest one actually was Juan Mata, which I think was pretty similar in price. Was he 2,300? Yeah, so he's not a lot more on Xbox. He's about 100 coins more. And if you're on PlayStation, he's the same, about 100 coins more. Now, picking these guys up, and the reason I like them, is because, well, firstly, it's a big team. They're both from huge teams in the Premier League. So if we see the League SBC, they're going to be staples, so they're going to go up in price massively. The second reason is Team of the Week SBCs, obviously, or anything like that. They're 84 rated, so the demand is going to go up. And the third reason relates to the video I made based around the Irish players on St. Patrick's Day. It's all speculation on my end, but if we do see something like that, I could see Premier League players being pretty big for that. So based on these factors alone, I just feel like they carry a lot of weight at these prices. Even though they have been about 300-400 coins cheaper over the last, about a week ago or so, I still feel that there's potential in these players to pick them up at the moment. While we're talking about Premier League players, we can also have a little look at the cheapest 83 rated cards. Now, you've got Ashley Williams, who is a centre-back who plays for Everton, and the other centre-back, there was another centre-back as well. I can't think of his name now. It's completely lost me when I've come to make this video. This is the second player. It took me literally 5 minutes. I refused to look it up. I just wanted to remember who it was. I knew it was another centre-back, and I knew it was someone who had transferred. And it's the newly transferred to West Ham Fonte. Now, the reason I like these guys are they're one of the cheapest available 83 rated. You've also got Slimani for Leicester. He was a little bit cheaper a few days ago, but he's risen a bit because of the marquee matchups. And then you've got other players that just range up to a little bit more expensive, the likes of Giroud, who might be about 100 coins more. But between the four of them, you've got 83 rated players that are for about double discard value. So these aren't the safest investments, but you're investing based on potential and what could happen. Now, what I probably advise with these Premier League players is wait until weekend league rewards tomorrow. As soon as all those packs hit, get out and invest in these players. Obviously, if you see potential in them like I do, don't just blindly invest in them because I said it's a good idea. I could be completely wrong. You guys have to believe in it as well. But when weekend league rewards hit, I could see these guys taking a big hit and going down in price. The one risk with this is, if I am right about the Ireland SBCs, and it's a massive long shot that I am, but if it does come true, then they might have already hit come 6 o'clock tomorrow when weekend league rewards are released, and then it would be too late to invest. So what you do, guys, is completely up to you. This is just a speculation suggestion. I'm not saying it's definitely going to increase massively in price. At some point, at some time, they will. When is the question? Right, guys, so the final player we're going to look at in this video is going to be the centre-back from Bayern Munich. It's going to be Javi Martinez. Now, he's an 86 rated card, and you can currently pick him up for 26,000 coins on Xbox or 29,000 coins on PlayStation. Now, this guy isn't highly in demand. He's not massively usable, but if, again, an SBC needs a high-rated inform, you've got him. If the Bundesliga SBC comes round, and I cannot see Bayern Munich not needing a big rated team, potentially with an inform, because this isn't Higuain you're going for. You're going for Lewandowski, a much more desirable player. Even if he's not needed, hype alone coming up to it will raise this guy's price. An 86 rated player from Bayern for 26,000 is just too cheap. We did miss the best time to invest, which was a couple of days ago at about 23,000 coins on Xbox. Luckily on PlayStation, you're still pretty much at rock bottom. He did hit about 26,000. So again, it's about a 3,000 drop during a very slim window. But still, even at these prices, I can see massive potential for this guy. It's a slightly longer term investment, most likely. But I can't see him losing any value either way. So it's another fairly safe one. And if I'm honest, actually, I am going to pick myself up this one for 26,000 coins. I wasn't sure about him, but I just managed to talk myself into him. So that's another card we've got on the Trade to Glory series that we're not going to be using in our team, but we're going to be holding on to him until he's worth something. Right, guys, so if you're still enjoying this series, you're finding all the hints, tips, investment ideas, everything like that useful, if you could let me know by dropping a like. If we can aim for 50 likes, that would be incredible as usual. And if you're new, make sure you subscribe. Again, my Twitter's going to be down below, so if I do see any chances, any potential investment opportunities, or I just want to post out a random question that you guys can reply to, make sure you follow me down there. Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you later.